Three, two, one.
The what and why of planning. What is planning? Planning involves defining the organization goals, establishing strategies for achieving those goals, and developing plans to integrate and coordinate work activities. It's concerned with both ends and means. Why do managers plan? There are 4 reasons why managers should plan. First, planning provides direction to managers and non-managers alike. The second, planning reduces uncertainty by forcing managers to look ahead, anticipate change, consider the impact of change, and develop appropriate response. Third, planning minimizes waste and redundancy. Fourth, planning establishes the goals or standard used in controlling. Planning and performance. Numerous studies have looked at the relationship between planning and performance. Although most of generally positive relationship, we can say that the organization that formally plans always outperform those that don't plan. What can we conclude? First, formal planning is always associated with a high profit and return on assets. Second, good planning and implementation have a big effect on the company performance. Furthermore, in studies that say that formal planning has no effect on the performance, the external environment is often the cause. Thus, the relationship between planning and performance cannot be seen in short time. Goals and plan. Goals are desired outcomes or targets. They guide management decisions and form criterion against which work results are measured. Plans are documents that outline how goals are going to be met. They usually include resource allocation, schedule, other necessary action to accomplish the goals. Type of goals. We can classify most company goals as either strategic or financial. Financial goals are related to financial performance of organization. Strategic goals are related to all other areas of an organization performance.
Point 8.2 Goals and Plan. The types of plan. There are many types of plan, including 1. Strategic plans are plans that apply to the entire organization and establish the organization's overall goals. 2. Operational plans are plans that encompass a particular operational area of the organization. 3. Long-term plans as those with a time frame beyond 3 years. 4. Short-term plans cover 1 year or less. 5. Specific plans are clearly defined and leave no room for interpretation. A specific plan states its objectives in a way that eliminates ambiguity and problems with misunderstanding. 6. Directional plans are flexible plans that set out general guidelines. 7. A single-use plan is a one-time plan specifically designed to meet the needs of a unique situation. 8. Standing plans are ongoing plans that provide guidance for activities performed repeatedly. Standing plans include policies, rules, and procedures. Point 8.3 Setting goals and developing plans. Approach to setting goals. In traditional goal setting, goals set by top managers flow down through the organization and become sub-goals for each area of the organization. This traditional perspective assumes that top managers know what is best, but in setting this goal has some problems, such as when top managers define broad organizational goals, such as achieving profits, these ambiguous goals must be made more specific as they flow down through the organization. Nowadays, many companies tend to use management by objectives compared to traditional setting goal. MBO is a process of setting mutually agreed upon goals and using those goals to evaluate employee performance. MBO for program, goal specificity, participative decision making, and explicit time period, and performance feedback. Developing plans. The process of developing plans is influenced by the 3 contingency factors and by the planning approach followed. 3 contingency factors including Point 8.3 Setting goals and developing plans. Contingency factors. First, organizational level shows the relationship between the manager's level in the organization and the type of planning done. For the most part, lower level managers do operational planning while upper level managers do the strategic planning. Second, degree of environmental uncertainty. When uncertainty is high, plans should be specific but flexible. Third, the commitment concept says that plans should extend far enough to meet those commitments made when the plans were developed. Planning for too long or too short a time period is inefficient and ineffective. Approaches to planning. In the traditional approach, planning is done entirely by top-level managers who often are assisted by a formal planning department. Under this approach, plans developed by top-level managers flow down through other organizational levels, much like the traditional approach to goal setting. Another approach to planning is to involve more organizational members in the process. In this approach, plans aren't handed down from one level to the next, but instead are developed by organizational members at the various levels and in the various work units to meet their specific needs.
8.4 Issue in planning. How can managers plan effectively in dynamic environment? In uncertain environment, managers should develop plans that are specific but flexible. Managers need to recognize that planning is an ongoing process. They should be ready to change direction if environmental conditions warrant. This flexibility is particularly important as plans are implemented. How can managers use environmental scanning? A manager's analysis of the external environment may be improved by environmental scanning. One of the fastest growing forms of environmental scanning are competitor intelligence, which is gathering information about competitors that allow managers to anticipate competitors. It seeks basic information about competitors. Who are they? What are they doing? How will they doing affect us? 9.1 Strategy Management. What is strategy management? Strategy management is what managers do to develop the organization strategy. It's an important task involving all the basic management functions, such as planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. Organization strategy are the plans for how the organization will do whatever it's in business to do, how it will accomplish successful, and how it will attract and satisfy its customer in order to achieve its goals. Business model is how a company is going to make money. It focuses on two things. The first one, whether customer will value what the company is providing. Number two, whether the company can make any money doing that. Why is the management important? There are three reasons why strategy management is important. The first one, it can make a difference in how well an organization performs. Number two, its importance has to do with the fact that managers in organizations of all type and size face continually changing situation. Number three, organizations are complex and diverse. Each part needs to work together toward achieving the organization goals. Strategy management helps to do it.
9.2 The Strategic Management Process. The strategic management process is a 6-step process that encompasses strategy planning, implementation, and evaluation. Step 1 Identifying the organization's current mission, goals, and strategies. Step 2 Doing an external analysis. Step 3 Doing an internal analysis. Step 4 Formulating strategies. Step 5 Implementing strategies. And Step 6 Evaluating results. 9.3 Corporate Strategies. A corporate strategy is one that determines what businesses a company is in or wants to be in, and what it wants to do with those businesses. The three main types of corporate strategies are growth, stability, and renewal. The first is stability. A stability strategy is a corporate strategy in which an organization continues to do what it is currently doing. The second one is growth. A growth strategy is when an organization expands the number of markets served or products offered, either through its current businesses or through new businesses. Organizations grow by using concentration, vertical integration, horizontal integration, or diversification. An organization that grows using concentration focuses on its primary line of business and increases the number of products offered or markets served in this primary business. And the last one is renewal. The two main types of renewal strategies are retrenchment and turnaround strategies. Retrenchment strategy is a short-run renewal strategy used for minor performance problems. This strategy helps an organization stabilize operations, revitalize organizational research and capabilities, and prepare to compete once again. A turnaround strategy is a restructuring or a reversal strategy from the current strategy that the company is following. In a turnaround strategy, these measures are more extensive than in a retrenchment strategy.
How are corporate strategies managed? When an organization corporate strategy encompasses a number of business, manager can manage this collection or portfolio of business using a tool called a corporate portfolio matrix. The first portfolio matrix, the BCG matrix, was developed by the Boston Consulting Group and introduced the idea that an organization's various business could be evaluated and plotted using a 2x2 matrix to identify which ones offered high potential and which were a drain on organizational resources. The horizontal axis represents market share and the vertical axis represents the anticipated market growth. What are the strategic implications of the BCG matrix? The dogs should be sold off or liquidated as they have low market share in markets with low growth potential. Managers must milk as many dairy cows as they can, limit any new investments in them, and use the large amount of cash generated to invest in stars and question marks with strong potential to increase market share. Large investment in stars will help capitalize on market growth and help maintain a high market share. After careful analysis, some will be sold and others strategically nurtured into stars. Next is competitive strategies. In a strategy for how an organization will compete in its business for a small organization and large organization that focus on one product is competitive strategy, but however, each business will have their own competitive strategy itself that defines its competitive advantage. For example, Louis Vuitton and Tech Heuer products. When an organization is in several different businesses, those single businesses that are independent and that have their own competitive strategies are referred to as strategic business units. The role of competitive advantage. Developing an effective competitive strategy requires an understanding of competitive advantage, which is what sets an organization apart, that is its distinctive edge. That distinctive edge can come from the organization's core competencies by doing something that others cannot do or doing it better than others can do it.
Quality as a competitive advantage. When W.K. Kellogg started manufacturing his cornflake cereal in 1906, his goal was to provide his customer with a high-quality, nutritious product that was enjoyable to eat. That emphasis on quality is still important today. Every employee has a responsibility to maintain the high quality of Kellogg product. Sustaining competitive advantage. The organization must be able to sustain the advantage, that is, to keep its edge despite competitors' actions or evolutionary changes in the industry. But that's not easy to do. Market instabilities, new technology, and other changes can challenge managers' attempt at creating a long-term, sustainable competitive advantage. However, by using strategic management, managers can better position their organization to get a sustainable competitive advantage. Choosing a competitive strategy. A company that competes by offering unique products that are widely valued by customers is following a differentiation strategy. Product differences may come from exceptionally high quality, extraordinary service, innovative design, technological capability, or an unusual positive brand image. Practically, any successful customer product or service can be identified as an example of the differentiation strategy. For instance, Nordstrom, customer service, 3M Corporation, product quality and innovative design, Coach, design and brand image, and Apple, product design. 9.5 Current strategic management issues. The need for strategic flexibility is the ability to anticipate, envision, maintain flexibility, think strategically, and work with others in the organization to initiate changes that will create a viable and valuable future for the organization. The need for strategic flexibility, the ability to recognize major external changes, to quickly commit resources, and to recognize when a strategic decision isn't working. Important organizational strategies for today's environment. E-business strategies. Managers use e-business strategies to develop a sustainable competitive advantage. A cost leader can use e-business to lower costs in a variety of ways. For instance, it might use online bidding and order processing to eliminate the need for sales calls and to decrease sales force expenses.
Important organizational strategies for today's environment. Customer service strategies. Companies emphasizing excellent customer service need strategies that cultivate that atmosphere from top to bottom. Such strategies involve giving customers what they want, communicating effectively with them, and providing employees with customer service training. Let's look first at the strategy of giving customers what they want. It should surprise you that an important customer service strategy is giving customers what they want, which is a major aspect of an organization's overall marketing strategy. Innovation strategies. Innovation strategies are necessarily focused on just the radical breakthrough products. They can include employing existing technology to new use, and organizations have successfully used both approaches. What types of innovation strategies do organizations need in today's environment? Those strategies should reflect their innovation philosophy, which is shaped by two strategic decisions: innovation emphasis and innovation's timing. Conclusion. Chapter 8. Foundation of Planning. The process of planning entails identifying the objectives of the organization, formulating a comprehensive plan for accomplishing those objectives, and creating schedules for organizational work tasks. Plans are documents that describe how objectives will be achieved. The organization's top-level objectives are broken down into smaller objectives for each organizational division. Planning in dynamic context is a current challenge that typically entails creating detailed but adaptable plans. Chapter 9. Strategic Management. Managers use strategic management to create the organization's strategies. The three phases of the strategic management process are planning, implementing, and evaluating are covered by the 6 steps. A growth strategy is when a company increases the number of markets it serves or the range of products it offers, either through existing or brand new enterprises. A company's unique edge or competitive advantage is what makes it stand out from the competition.